unfiltered up they stream. Straight from the heart of the Pimcore team. Breaking the mold, we're bringing it new. Knowledge and power directly to you.
Hello and welcome to this session of Pimcore Insights. My name is Christian, I'm VP Product at Pimcore, and with me in the session is
Patrick, I'm Product Manager at Pimcore.
Hi Patrick. Patrick, today we are going to talk about data objects, right?
Yeah, true. We are talking about data objects, and more specifically, we are talking about children and variants and how to set them up and how to maintain them.
Yeah, let's have a look how we can build up hierarchies in data objects, right? So it's a very important
Okay.
feature, especially for data maintenance and reducing data maintenance efforts. So how can we do this?
So here we have our cars tree, and here I do have two different examples. I first have a car. It is a virtual car. Underneath this car, we have a child object. In this case, it's the blue car. So it might be that you have different colors for the same car, and there are two options how to maintain that. You can create a so-called child object, or the other thing would be to create variants. That's something that I did here. But here in the tree, you do not see those variants. Christian, can you explain the example between a child object and a variant?
Yes, I can. So, but before I do that, maybe one step back and
Yeah.
why are we doing this at all? So it's for modeling variants of products. You can have different colors, different sizes of your products, whatsoever. Actually, what is also important is that we can have multiple level of hierarchies in Pimcore, so we are not limited to 2 levels or so. And with this
Mhm.
structure, we can then build up and model these different variants of a product or in general of a data object. And now we have these two types of child elements, the child objects and the variants. And actually, from a technical perspective, they are the same. So also variants are full-featured data objects. They have the same possibilities, the same memory footprint, everything is the same, all the same feature set. The only difference here is that variants, at least by default, are not appearing in the tree. So when you don't want to crowd your tree with too many variants, then it's probably good to go for the variants. If not, then it actually doesn't matter. You also can easily go for children data objects. And yeah, for the variants, of course, somehow you need to open them and see them. And yeah,
Sure.
how can we do this, Patrick?
Okay, let's have a look. Here you do have a new tab for the variants, and here you see all the variants that have been assigned to this, let's call it master product. In here, you have the same functionalities as with the normal grid. So it's possible to maintain data in here. It's possible to search and filter in here. It's also possible to filter via tags. You can add various columns, and you can also export this data to an Excel file. So the same as you have for the normal grid can be done here in this new variants tab.
And can we open the variant as well? So, or do we
Sure.
just see them here in the grid?
Nope, you can open them for sure. So here is one of those variants. And it's like, as you said, a normal data object that can be maintained. And yeah, it's just
Yeah.
connected to this master
And
product.
what we see here also, of course, very nicely is the data inheritance feature of Pimcore. So along the
Yeah.
hierarchy tree, we can inherit data between different levels. And every data element that is inherited is this grayish. And when you want to overwrite certain data in a certain hierarchy level, you just need to overwrite the data. So for example,
Mhm.
overwrite the name or change the color. Maybe we change the color in this case. It's a more typical use case for variants here. You just
Sure.
click into the fields and then the inheritance is broken. And the data is not inherited from the parent anymore for this specific field. So every other field, of course, still inherits the data, which in turn reduces the data maintenance effort massively when you have a lot of variants, but they have all the same technical attributes or same description texts or whatsoever. If you need to change them, you just need to change them in the main element, in the main product, and it inherits automatically to all the children objects.
Sure.
So last but not least, this variant grid is a nice thing because there you have a good overview of all the variants of a data object. Do we have something similar also for data objects and their data object children?
Sure. I got that product. So in here you have the children grid. And as you see, it's more or less the same than for the variants, because in here you have the same possibilities. You can do everything that you can do for the variants, also for the normal children in this grid. So filtering, editing, exporting, and also opening. And something that you did not mention, for example, if you need to know where the origin of this data is coming from, you can click on this icon. Then the origin will be opened, and then you see where the data is coming from, and you can change it in there.
This is also a very practical feature indeed. Yeah. Well, Patrick,
True.
thank you very much. I think this was it for today already. Don't
Yeah.
forget to subscribe our YouTube channel and check out all the other Pimcore Insight episodes. See you there. Bye bye.
Bye bye.